आप देख रहे हैं पासीघाट न्यूज़। आज 26 जून 2025 को सिगर मिलिट्री कैंप द्वारा कॉलेज ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर पासीघाट में सिविल मिलिट्री फ्यूजन का आयोजन किया गया है। तो आइए देखते हैं।
श्रीमती दीपाली डोडम डिप्रो।
And I'm sure at least 90% of the attendants here would have already been bored seeing my face for the last 2 weeks. And exactly that is since when the coordination with respect to civil military fusion workshop had started. I request you all to kindly bear with me for 15 more minutes, wherein I will be representing the military side in this joint presentation along with Srimati Dipali, the Dipro, from the civil administration side for the first team, that is the socio-cultural dynamics. Before moving to the theme proper, as the nodal officer for the civil military fusion workshop, may I take this opportunity to give you a glimpse of the prelude and the preparation to this whole workshop. Keeping in mind the paucity of the staff and the enormity of the area of their responsibility. We have developed geographic and demographic insights through these sessions, and we now understand the requirement of the locals better, and this will help us in realignment of our projects as per the need of the community. These sessions have also helped us in creating trust building and transparency among the various stakeholders from both the sides, as the mutual understanding of the roles and responsibility has now increased. This workshop will also go a long way in strengthening of the bonds which were already prevailing, but now with meeting everyone, sitting together and discussing things, it has only grown manifold. The roadmap for future synergy between civil and military counterparts is one of the key takeaways, that whatever learnings we have to move forward with that. Now Srimati Diwali will cover the way forward from civilian perspective.
Said by our Major Manan sir. So I'll be giving a brief highlight in the form of a flow chart, of the whole process, how the conception of the military fusion began taking shape. This began with coordination between Major Manan and point of contact with DPO sir at SDO's office. That's how the process started. Then the next one is key and focus areas shared in advance during opening ceremony. And the major focus areas are socio-cultural dynamics and infrastructure, civil military infrastructure integration, and tourism promotion, and in the areas of skill development, community upliftment, etc. And other topics, same topics have been covered, and especially in areas of like road connectivity, health, education, skill development, job opportunities, and also so the next one is session by Major. The flow chart, the third in the line of the flow chart is session by Major Manan on 19 June. The first day, the inaugural day of the civil military workshop. Socio-cultural dynamics and the various facets, the community welfare and facets of Operation Sadhwana, the civic action program of the Indian Army taken up in the border villages, and also in East Siang. So many projects have been done, which the public, I think, are getting to know through the various publicity activities. Then the fourth in the flow chart is briefed by district planning officer as per the theme and head shared by the military administration. And he highlighted the civil administration perspective, highlighting on the developmental schemes the Department of Planning is implementation in the villages, and also the central and state sponsor schemes, and he also sought the assistance from the army in the development field in terms of education, health, hygiene, sanitation, youth and skill development, and for upgrading school infrastructure, and also in career counseling, etc., and also in raising awareness among the youth about drug abuse. Then after this, I'll be just reading through it. Active participation by all other participations during in fostering this one. It was really an icebreaker for all of us to demystify so many things we have each hold about each other. And was the sixth one is points of view shared by myself, CO Mebo, PD RD, Executive Engineer, Urban Development and Housing, and also Professor Nile from College of Horticulture. Then the next is requirements of Army for operation explained by each stakeholder, were sensitized on their roles and how they can coordinate better with the Army, so that through this process of interagency coordination, optimum and maximum benefits reach the needy and the unreached.
Top. I have spoken to some of you on the very day one itself. I will just communicate a few of the other aspects which could not be covered then, maybe repeat one or two other aspects. Firstly, the name, Indian Army. We have two belligerent neighbors, one on the west and one on the north. For the western neighbor, it is said the army has a country, which is a very famous quote, that the Pakistan army owns the country. And then another neighbor, it's the party's army. It's only this country where it's the Indian army. So the army is for the nation. As our Chief of Army Staff, innumerable times, and not only this one but the earlier one, have already said that army is fulfilling its commitment of nation building simultaneously while safeguarding our borders, which is our primary task. But at the same time, we do not overlook the requirements of supporting the nation in the overall nation building. So that's the very first part I want all of you to understand. That's the main reason that apart from being an operationally committed formation in this sector, wherein we have a very, very active line of actual control, particularly in this sector where we are sitting, we are fully committed that we also need to continue to do the part of civil-military fusion together, because that's what we think will help us in safeguarding a border even in a better manner. So that was the first aspect that I want to everyone to note and keep it in mind. Second, do not be afraid of this uniform, particularly in this sector. We are here to support, we are here to help out alongside all the agencies which are working here. So I want to shed the inhibitions that it's very difficult to approach. So that's not the case. You are free to approach, you are free to interact. You have certain policies, procedures, and so do we. It's the integration that we need to understand. And once we understand each other's way of functioning, each other's SOP, each other's understanding of the perspective, that's where I think we have achieved the aim. Second, why civil-military fusion? As I told on the day one, it's a vision of the Honorable Prime Minister, which has been given through the Raksha Mantri to us and to all the states. Northern borders, that is the Arunachal and Sikkim, were the two states where it was pioneered, and the Sikkim has conducted. We are conducting now in Arunachal, and this is the integrated approach is what we want to do on the northern borders. After doing the inaugural session, I had a detailed interaction with the Chief Secretary, Government of Arunachal in Itanagar, and we had a detailed interaction on how we want to take it forward. On behalf of the division in the Corps, that I had a discussion with him. I've already discussed the same with the Honorable Deputy Commissioner here. So he is also on board. Now the first step is what the district and the brigade level interaction that was to be conducted has been successfully conducted in 5 districts. In our part, less Kaming, I'll leave the Kaming part. So 5 districts we have already completed, that is Teju, Lower Dibang, Alo, East Siang and Upper Siang. So those 5 have been completed. Now there will be one more intermediate session at Likavali in maybe second week of July, culminating into a state level event wherein that will be done at Itanagar, which would be attended by the Honorable Governor, Honorable Chief Minister, the entire Chief Secretary along with the secretaries, the Army Commander, Co-Commander and the other hierarchies, both from the Army and military side. So that's where we want to finalize or make a understanding clear of all functionings. We will not deliberate on any one specific issues. We will only deliberate on policy matters and large integrated approach that we need to take. So that's the first part I wanted to mention. So this is a first step that we have taken, and I must compliment the entire district administration for such a wholehearted participation in this workshop. I have taken the feedback of all the other 4 districts. There nowhere the participation has been this much the way it has been from district administration of East Siang, and I must thank and must compliment each one of the district administrators for the same. At the same time, my team, which has also been working very hard, so the 230 medium and its entire officers who have continued interaction with the district administration, planning this event, conceiving this event and eventually culminating. Now coming on to the capsule as well as a few takeaways that we need to see. Firstly, even on the day one I mentioned, why East Siang? This is one of the most centrally located district of Arunachal. Again, if we remove the Kaming, it is central to the entire LAC of about 1000 kilometers, less Kaming. So from East Siang, you can approach Lower Dibang, you can go to Upper Siang, you can go to Alo, Shiomi, you can go to Subhansiri, the road. So that's where the importance of this lies. So we are a fulcrum of the logistics which will eventually happen in our conflict scenario and otherwise also. So we need to keep focused on this particular aspect. The railway is going to come up here in this year itself. So we need to be prepared to have the enhanced logistic capability. And that logistic capability just does not include sheds or any other thing. It requires a revamp of a lot of infrastructure, which definitely requires a sync between the district administration and the army, which we need to plan. So that's the importance of East Siang for us, and I'm sure that's the same for everyone here. Coming on to the 4 topics that have been there, all 4 were very carefully selected, primarily where the maximum integration can happen. There are other topics also which are there, but yes, due to paucity of time and the interactions, they were not there. So the first is the integrated approach, where we have understood there are issues. When I was interacting with the officials, people mentioned that there are conflict resolution, how it can be done, how it can be held, how our intentions are not taken in a wrong manner. If we want to bring in a project at a particular location, it is not for, because land is a very sensitive issue here. So it's to bring or help the community, that's what our aim is. Now, in order to understand sometime, since we do not have permanency in army, we are here for 2 years, 3 years, so the understanding comes after a particular time. My understanding of even the tribe, after interacting with Panging sir over so many times, has been constantly improving, and I can now start understanding after about 17-18 months here. For someone who is coming afresh, the understanding of the dynamics becomes difficult. So that way we look forward for the district administration so that we can actually do the community development in a better manner. So these projects that of Sadbhavna we want to implement, we want to involve the district administration. I have also now, once I interacted with the academia, we were very thankful to both Arunachal Pradesh University. I'll be speaking to the Vice Chancellor myself. I'm very fond of him and listening to wonderful talks that he gives. So we are very helpful of those two departments that are there. We like to involve them whenever they're doing their research. Some of their research projects we'll implement as a project. That's very much possible for a Sadbhavna project to be implemented based on research which is being done by a local person here in the East Siang. That's one of the better way of integrating, and I don't think so that's any other better way which I can find. We need to understand this particular aspects. So that's where was the first topic. Second, disaster management. Last year, the formation conducted a exercise, not an exercise, a live rescue mission from Namsing village, which is about 60 kilometers from Mebo. We faced large number of problems. Probably this unit is the first one who, well, the previous unit had conducted it. In continuity wise, maybe I am the only person who was part of that mission when we went and rescued those people. We had a lot of challenges, and those challenges can be resolved. They are not challenges which are insurmountable. Luckily, all 48 civilians were evacuated, but it's a matter of ensuring that such evacuation is very, very smooth. So that's where we need to integrate. That's not the only one. I'll give you one more example. Mebo. Mebo is an elephant zone where large number of 15 to 15 herds of elephant move from one area to another. Sometimes they go wild. They are broken. They move from our northern pocket. But there is no, when I asked, if tomorrow if something happens in Sigar or Rotum or Motum village or Rali village, what is the communication? If an elephant is sighted or a herd is sighted at location A and it is moving in location B, there should be someone informing each other that there is a herd coming. But this type of a integration is what we are mentioning, which is there. So it's a telephone. Of course, you can't change the path of those 15 elephants when they are moving, but at least you can give a warning to that villages, yes, there is a herd coming. See if there is no kid or anything which you can say. So that's what is the minor issues that we need to think in mind. Coming on to infra, we are very thankful to Brahman for conducting that session, and the BRO is doing a fabulous job in the forward areas. I don't think so there would have been any other improvement or any other way other than BRO, the way they are implementing the projects. This is a very, the countryside is very, very fragile. The roads are giving way at a very fast pace. The mountains are young. It's a tremendous effort by the BRO in maintaining our infrastructure which is there. And now understanding, we are not the district which is bordering there, but this is the place where the major amount of effort or the coordination or logistic, even for BRO as well as for the PWD who is working, or the road infrastructure which is working, needs to be coordinated. So thank you so much for the coordination for that. Coming on to tourism, again, this place is immense potential. I am not even sure that even in a single digit are we tapping this potential. And you can think in any direction and there are multiple avenues available. The support from our side is definitely available. So whenever it is being coordinated, I understand her requirement of staff planning and executing of events, which I just discussed with the DC. that is there any other alternative of outsourcing or something which can be done. But definitely we have made our own few plans of executing, and we will be in sync both with the tourism department and the district administration for the same. So now we'll take forward this to the state level interaction. I'm very thankful to each one of you for coming and participating very wholeheartedly.
Brigadier Bhatnagar, IGP Central Range, all my district officials, SP Siang, SDPO, all the HODs present here, and the army men who has made this civil-military fusion possible in the past week. A very good morning. First of all, my compliments to the team who has conceptualized this event. It has been very insightful to understand even the depth at which we can collaborate, and we have so much potential when it comes to collaboration. So it was good to note that all of my team has participated wholeheartedly, and I hope that we were able to explain some of the constraints and the kind of resources that we work with, the kind of environment that we work with, and the kind of situation, both geographical and demographical, that we are dealing with. So I think that is the idea that we wanted to project. So hopefully we have been able to convey that, and in turn, I suppose we were wanting to get a perspective on how the army can supplement our efforts. That is number one. And specifically, number two would be how the army can be helpful and in fact instrumental in our preparedness activities, being in a part of the country which is relatively sensitive.
सो आज हम यहाँ पे एक सिविल मिलिट्री फ्यूजन एक्सरसाइज की कल्मिनेशन पर आए हैं। इसका ओपनिंग सेरेमनी एक हफ्ते पहले हुआ था। सो दिस इज फॉर मोर कोलैबोरेशन, एक इंटीग्रेटेड एफर्ट है जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन काम करता है और जो आर्मी काम करता है। काफी बार ऐसा होता है वो अलग अलग काम करते हैं और सेम ही चीज के लिए करते हैं, एंड गोल सेम होता है। तो ये मीटिंग्स एक कोलैबोरेटिव एफर्ट है कि जो भी हम काम कर रहे हैं साथ में काम करें, और स्पेशली हमने एक फोकस किया है कि जो हमारे यहाँ पे कम्युनिटी है, हमारी सोसाइटी है, जिस एरिया में हम काम कर रहे हैं, हमारे लोगों के साथ काम कर रहे हैं, उनकी लाइफ में हम कैसे पॉजिटिव एस्पेक्ट ला सकते हैं थ्रू आर्मी, थ्रू डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एफर्ट्स। ये हमने कोशिश की है यहाँ पे फाइनलाइज करने की। थैंक यू।